Around the world, a few extraordinary women stand out with features so rare, so unique, that science can barely explain them. From unbelievable genetic traits to astonishing natural appearances, their stories prove just how mysterious and incredible the human body can be. In this video, we're counting down 10 women with the rarest and most unique features around the world, and each one will leave you amazed. Get ready, because these women redefine what 1 in a million truly means. Are you new in this video? Click subscribe and hit notification bell. So let's get started. Michelle Koebke, a 24-year-old woman from Berlin, Germany, became internationally known for her incredibly tiny waist, a result of one of the most extreme body-shaping practices in modern times. Born with a natural 64-centimeter waist, Michelle committed to shrinking it to just 40 centimeters by wearing a corset every single day for 3 years, including while she slept. The constant pressure reshaped her body so dramatically that her torso became one of the smallest in Europe. Her goal wasn't just to look different. Michelle wanted to follow in the footsteps of her idol, Kathy Jung, the American woman famous for holding the Guinness World Record for the smallest living waist. Inspired by Jung's 38 centimeters corseted waist, Michelle set her own ambitious target, to reach the exact same 38 centimeter measurement, no matter how long it would take or what sacrifices were required. But achieving this extreme hourglass figure came at a serious cost. Doctors warned her that years of tight lacing had weakened her abdominal muscles, making it difficult for her to stand or support her spine without the corset. The compression also affected her digestion and breathing capacity. Michelle admitted that simple tasks, moving, bending, and even eating, became harder as her waist continued to shrink. Despite the risks, she believed she was developing the perfect feminine figure, defined by a dramatically narrow waistline. Michelle's story sparked debates worldwide about beauty standards, personal autonomy, and the dangers of extreme body modification. Whether people admire her dedication or criticize the risks, her transformation remains one of the most startling examples of how far someone will go to achieve their ideal body shape. Caitlin Dobrow from California became known worldwide after surviving one of the most severe medical emergencies ever documented. A fast-moving bacterial meningitis infection that nearly took her life at just 19 years old. In 2013, Caitlin suddenly developed intense headaches, fever, and flu-like symptoms. Within hours, the infection spread aggressively through her bloodstream, causing necrosis or tissue death in her limbs. Doctors fought to save her life through multiple surgeries, and although Caitlin survived, the damage was irreversible. To keep her alive, surgeons had to amputate both of her arms and both of her legs. The transformation was shocking, but what made Caitlin truly remarkable was her resilience. Instead of hiding from the world, she embraced her new reality. After months in the hospital and more than 20 surgeries, she documented her recovery journey online, inspiring millions. Caitlin learned how to walk with prosthetic legs, use adaptive devices, and eventually regained much of her independence. She also began sharing makeup videos, proving that her creativity and confidence were stronger than her physical challenges. Her positive attitude quickly earned her a large following, and she used her platform to raise awareness about meningococcal disease and the importance of early medical attention. Caitlin's journey is more than a story of survival. It's a powerful reminder of human strength and resilience in the face of life-changing adversity. Today, she continues to live boldly, showing the world that beauty, ability, and confidence come in many forms. Kitten K. Sarah, often called the pinkest person in the world, is an American performer and public figure famous for living completely and unapologetically in the color pink for more than 40 years. What began as a personal preference in her teenage years eventually turned into a full lifestyle transformation. Today, everything she owns, wears, or surrounds herself with is pink. Her clothes, furniture, pets, accessories, makeup, and even her car. She estimates she has spent over $1 million maintaining her pink-only lifestyle, making her one of the most color-committed individuals ever documented. Kitten became a global sensation when her bright, monochromatic aesthetic started going viral on TV shows, magazines, and social media. She has appeared in music videos, red carpet events, and fashion features, always wearing head-to-toe pink outfits that she designs or customizes herself. Her dedication is so extreme that she refuses to wear or buy anything that isn't pink, saying it brings her comfort, joy, and a sense of identity. In 2022, she even made headlines for claiming she was the first person to legally marry a color, holding a symbolic ceremony in Las Vegas to marry the color pink. A gesture she said represented her lifelong commitment to the shade. But beyond the shock factor, Kitten K. Sarah's story is about individuality and self-expression. She encourages people to embrace whatever makes them feel authentic, no matter how unusual or bold it may seem. Her consistency and confidence turned her into a cultural icon, proving that standing out, even in a world full of trends, can inspire millions. Tiffany Geigel, a dancer and performer from New York City, is an inspiring woman who defied expectations and redefined what a professional dancer can look like. Tiffany was born with Charcot-Levin syndrome, a very rare congenital condition that affects the spine, ribs, and torso. This disorder causes short stature, a compressed torso, and limited flexibility, features that would typically make a dance career nearly impossible. But instead of letting her condition define her limits, Tiffany turned her passion for movement into her greatest strength. Standing under 4 feet tall with a uniquely shaped body, she faced constant judgment from strangers and even from people within the dance community. But her determination was stronger than every negative comment. Tiffany trained rigorously, mastering styles from contemporary to modern dance. Her powerful stage presence eventually caught the attention of professional companies, and she earned a spot with Infinity Dance Theater, a well-known troupe specializing in inclusive performance art. Her emotional storytelling, expressive movement, and undeniable confidence quickly set her apart. Tiffany's breakthrough came when a viral video of her performance circulated online, inspiring millions. She became a symbol of body positivity and a reminder that disabilities do not define talent or potential. Tiffany now uses her platform to advocate for representation in the arts, explaining that dancers of all shapes, sizes, and conditions deserve space on stage. Her journey proves that beauty and artistry are not limited by physical form. They are defined by heart, resilience, and authenticity. Winnie Harlow, born Chantel Brown Young in Canada, is one of the most recognizable women in the world, not just for her beauty, but for her journey of turning a rare skin condition into a global symbol of confidence and self-acceptance. Winnie was diagnosed at age 4 with vitiligo, an autoimmune condition that causes the skin to lose pigment in patches. Growing up, she faced severe bullying. Classmates teased her, called her hurtful names, and made her feel like she didn't belong. For years, she struggled with her identity and self-esteem. Everything changed when she embraced her unique appearance and began sharing her story online. Her striking, contrasting skin patterns caught the attention of modeling scouts, and in 2014, she rose to fame as a contestant on America's Next Top Model. Even though she didn't win the show, her career skyrocketed. Winnie quickly became an international fashion icon, modeling for brands like Desigual, Diesel, Tommy Hilfiger, and walking the runways at major fashion weeks around the world. She later graced the covers of Vogue, Glamour, Cosmopolitan, and countless other magazines. Beyond modeling, Winnie has become a powerful advocate for people with visible differences. She speaks openly about vitiligo, challenging stereotypes and encouraging others to embrace what makes them unique. Instead of treating her skin condition as something to hide, she turned it into her trademark, proving that beauty comes in many forms and that confidence is often more powerful than any traditional standard. Today, Winnie Harlow remains one of the most influential figures in the fashion industry, inspiring millions with her message, "Your uniqueness is your greatest strength." Zhou Chuna is a young woman from China who became one of the most talked about personalities online after undergoing over 300 cosmetic procedures before the age of 20. What makes her story so striking is not just the sheer number of surgeries, but how open and unapologetic she is about transforming her appearance to match her idea of beauty. Zhou Chuna began altering her looks as a teenager, fueled by insecurity and the pressure to fit in. She revealed that she was bullied for her appearance growing up, which triggered a deep desire to change everything about how she looked. Over the years, she has had procedures such as double eyelid surgery, rhinoplasty, jawline shaping, fillers, skin whitening treatments, lip lifts, and many more enhancements. She even admitted that at one point she went to clinics almost every week, constantly adjusting small details of her face. Zhou said she spent so much time in clinics that doctors and nurses knew her by name. Her transformation became a viral topic across Asia, with people shocked at how drastically her face changed in such a short period. But behind the glamorous photos and flashy lifestyle is a more serious message. Zhou Chuna openly shared that her addiction to cosmetic procedures came from childhood trauma and a lack of self-confidence. She explained that changing her face gave her temporary comfort, but never truly fixed her underlying emotional struggles. Over time, she began speaking more about mental health and the pressure social media puts on young women to achieve unreal beauty standards. Her story is both controversial and eye-opening. Some admire her honesty and independence, while others worry about the dangers of extreme cosmetic modification. Regardless of opinion, Zhou Chuna has become one of China's most recognizable examples of how far beauty culture can push someone, and how complex the journey towards self-acceptance can be. Ernestine Shepherd is one of the most extraordinary women in the world, a grandmother who defied age in the most unbelievable way. Born in 1936 in Baltimore, she didn't start exercising seriously until she was 56 years old. What followed was a transformation so remarkable that she became recognized by Guinness World Records as the world's oldest competitive female bodybuilder. While most people her age slow down, Ernestine built a physique stronger and more defined than many athletes decades younger. Her journey began after she and her sister decided to get in shape together. When her sister later passed away from a brain aneurysm, Ernestine dedicated herself to fitness as a way to honor her memory. She trained rigorously every day, waking up at 3 a.m., running up to 10 miles, lifting weights, and following a strict protein-focused diet. By her 70s, she had a chiseled six-pack, sculpted arms, and incredible endurance. Ernestine proved that strength doesn't fade with age. It grows when you stay committed. What sets Ernestine apart is not just her body, but her mindset. She preaches positivity, discipline, and self-belief, insisting that it's never too late to change your life. Her message has inspired millions worldwide, especially older adults who once believed transformation was impossible. She also works as a trainer and motivator, helping others achieve their goals regardless of age or limitations. Even into her 80s, Ernestine remained active, energetic, and inspiring, living proof that age is just a number and that discipline can rewrite the limits of the human body. Zlata, born Julia Guntel in Kazakhstan, is widely known as one of the bendiest women on earth, thanks to her extraordinary flexibility that borders on the unbelievable. From a young age, she discovered that her body could twist, fold, and bend in ways most people cannot imagine. Doctors later revealed that she has an unusually elastic spine and ligaments, allowing her joints to move far beyond a normal human range. Her flexibility is so extreme that she can fold her body in half, squeeze into tiny boxes, and twist her limbs into shapes that look almost unreal. Zlata began training as a contortionist at just 4 years old, eventually performing in circus acts before rising to global fame through TV shows, competitions, and viral photo shoots. One of her most iconic feats is fitting her entire body into a 50-centimeter box, a stunt that baffled audiences and showcased just how unique her physical abilities are. Her performances combine strength, flexibility, and precision, and every move highlights the natural hypermobility she was born with. Despite the praise, Zlata has spoken about the intense dedication and physical discipline required to maintain her flexibility. Daily stretching, endurance training, and constant body conditioning are part of her life. Without it, even her incredibly flexible muscles could stiffen. Her unusual talent also sparked curiosity among scientists who noted her body's similarities to someone with extreme hypermobility, though she does not have a disorder that harms her health. Zlata's story continues to fascinate people worldwide. She shows that the human body is capable of amazing things, and that sometimes being different is what makes someone unforgettable. Lizzie Velasquez is one of the most inspiring women in the world, not because of her medical condition, but because of the powerful message she built from it. Born in Texas in 1989, Lizzie entered the world with an extremely rare disorder known as neonatal progeroid syndrome, NPS, a condition so uncommon that only a handful of people have ever been diagnosed. NPS affects metabolism and prevents the body from gaining weight, meaning Lizzie has never weighed more than about 29 kilograms, 64 pounds, in her life. She is also blind in one eye and has distinctive facial features caused by the syndrome, making her appearance very different from others her age. Growing up, Lizzie faced relentless bullying. At just 17, she discovered a cruel viral video labeling her as the world's ugliest woman. Instead of letting it destroy her, she transformed the pain into purpose. Lizzie began speaking publicly about resilience, self-acceptance, and overcoming cruelty. Her emotional TED Talk, "How Do You Define Yourself?" became one of the most viewed motivational speeches online, inspiring millions across the globe. She later published books, appeared on major TV networks, and became an advocate against cyberbullying. Despite living with a condition that doctors once believed might limit her lifespan, Lizzie proved them wrong. She built a thriving career as a motivational speaker, author, and anti-bullying activist, showing that strength is not measured by appearance, but by courage and kindness. Today, Lizzie uses her platform to educate others about rare disorders, promote empathy, and remind the world that beauty comes from confidence and character, not physical features. Born and raised in Las Vegas, Tanya Angus was a former runway model standing 5'8" as a teenager. At age 22, she was diagnosed with acromegaly, a rare pituitary disorder causing an uncontrollable overproduction of growth hormone, resulting in gigantism that continued unchecked despite multiple treatments. Over the next decade, Tanya's height soared to 7'2", and she weighed nearly 400 pounds. She struggled with severe pain, limited mobility, and chronic health complications. Despite efforts, including 3 brain surgeries, radiation, and experimental medications, the growth never stopped, making her the only known woman whose condition resisted all medical intervention. Tanya transformed her experience into advocacy, appearing on television and connecting with people in over 60 countries, encouraging early diagnosis and raising awareness about pituitary tumors. She spoke candidly, "I guess God decided that I could handle it." Tragically, Tanya passed away at age 34 from a heart tear likely triggered by her weakened condition. Her mother continues her legacy through a dedicated website, keeping Tanya's mission alive. Fight for early detection and support those affected by this devastating and rare condition. Her life reminds us of resilience, purpose, and an unwavering drive to use her story to help others. Meet Madeline Stewart, an Australian model born in Brisbane in 1996. Diagnosed with Down syndrome at birth, she defied early medical expectations and has since become an international icon for disability inclusion. Her modeling journey began in 2015, after she lost over 20 kilograms through healthy living and attended a fashion show with her mother. A transformation photo went viral overnight, leading to over 100,000 followers and landing her 2 modeling contracts shortly after. Madeline made history as the first professional model with Down syndrome to walk at New York Fashion Week with FTL Moda in 2015. Since then, she has graced runways in Paris, London, Dubai, Russia, and China. Her influence extends beyond runways. She has appeared in Vogue, Ella, Cosmopolitan, People, and more. In 2017, Forbes recognized her as the top figure for diversity in fashion. She has been honored with awards like the Quincy Jones Exceptional Advocacy Award. Madeline is a passionate advocate. She founded the Inside Outside Dance Ensemble in Brisbane for youth with disabilities, supports Special Olympics, and actively champions inclusion in fashion and society. Madeline Stewart's journey demonstrates the power of perseverance and representation. More than a model, she's a role model, proving that true beauty comes from courage, authenticity, and the courage to change the world. And there you have it, 10 women with the rarest and most unique features around the world. Their stories remind us that being different isn't something to hide. It's something to celebrate. Each of these women proved that uniqueness is a strength, and their courage continues to inspire millions. If you enjoyed discovering these incredible stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because there are many more unbelievable people and amazing facts coming your way. Thanks for watching.